Hey, what's up, YouTube? Your boy Chris out on the Gold Wing, out in Nashville, leaving White Castles. Leaving White Castles. I couldn't resist. I actually picked up an entire box. Picked up an entire box of White Castles. Out here today, it's a beautiful day for a ride. And actually, I'm out here riding with Godspeed, and we're talking on the Cardo Pack Talks. So I'm going to be bringing in Godspeed as we leave White Castles here in Nashville. Stand by. Here we go. Let's bring them in. How about you there, Godspeed?
Okay. For a minute, I couldn't hear you.
Right. That's because I had to bring you in. I tell you what, Godspeed, man, that new Gold Wing got a lot of new features that makes up for the lack of wind protection.
Yeah, the truth of the matter is, let's face it, if they'd have gave us that look and kept some of the features, that protection and stuff that the older bikes had, we'd had the best of both worlds.
Yep. And I don't think they want to they don't want to give it all to you, right?
Well, they listened enough to make the truck big enough for two helmets again.
Yeah, they did listen to that. So hopefully they'll come on around and say, you know what, we need to make it a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as everything else, oh, man, that's awesome, dude. I think they wanted that sporty look. I don't understand what's going on up here. Why are they slowing down?
Probably typical on their phones. Looking
Yeah.
at don't know how to listen to the navigation.
Yeah, sometimes Nashville Interstate can be kind of chopped up. So, you know, like you say, you're trying to look at your phone and navigate. It can be a little challenging sometimes. But we'll be on the other side of Nashville here in a little bit. Got about a 3-hour ride back to the house. If you get a chance, I'm going to take this middle lane because this guy in front of me,
It's open.
He's playing around. I'm trying to get on up the road here. Yeah, he playing around. I think he on his phone because he's making a bunch of hand gestures. Might be arguing on the telephone. It's still a little cool out here. Let's see, I'm showing 57 on the air temp.
Yeah, I had to just pull my jacket down. I was feeling a little backdraft.
Backdraft, huh?
Yeah.
I'm talking
That's when your passenger keep making your jacket raise up, and you have to get them to pull it down for you because they on the other side of the seat.
So I'm feeling good. I got me a sack full of White Castles. Man, that White Castle was good, too. I had to force myself to stop eating them. You know, if I eat too many of them White Castles, the first lady will make me sleep in the garage.
Well, I don't have to worry about that. I just
go sleep in the garage.
I had to drop off a bunch of them to my mom's. I put them in Ziploc bags for her, and she freeze them and then reheat them in the air fryer thing. They come back just as fresh as they was when they came off.
Wow, be just as good, huh?
Yeah. See, I don't the ones that you buy at the store. They be done put that doggone chemicals in them to make them stay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And that stuff causes cancer. So every time I get a chance, when I come up here, I buy enough to hold out for a long time, and that makes her happy.
Right. They added them preservatives and stuff.
Yep, no preservatives. She get it the way she was used to when we was in Indiana.
Right.
2 locations was our favorite. Down on 10th in Illinois.
Uh-huh.
And Keystone.
Okay, we're gonna have to make us an Indianapolis run at some point. Make
Man.
us the Indy run.
I love going home when it ain't no funeral.
I know that's right.
That's why that last run we made to Indy was so important to me.
Right.
Got to go home and see my siblings and everybody without it being a funeral.
Right. That's right. And that's what you want. You don't want to have to go visit family when something bad happens. You want to just go visit just to visit.
I love to be able to plan it where I could go out to Northeast Way Park when you can swim, play ball, and all that stuff.
Right.
Of course, I ain't much on the ball playing no more, but the swimming might be healthy for me with these bone spurs all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, we all getting older, man. We can't do it like we used to.
Yeah.
I wish we could.
It took me by surprise though to go from walking around doing partially what I wanted to do. I had the shoulder problem that I don't know.
Yeah.
Trying to get used to that, and then, you know, other medical problems. The gout got it where I feel like I kind of got a little control over it.
Right.
And then end up with these bone spurs on my heel, my knees. I've been had them on my knees. I knew about that, but then on my hips.
Hey, just the sound of that sound painful. Just the sound of it. It don't even sound good.
Yeah, it's painful, but I tell you one thing. Joker did me a big favor last night.
Uh-huh.
He gave me 3 of these. You know, they supposed to last for 24 hours.
Right.
I took 2 of them, and it relieved me so much that I could walk a little bit better today than I was yesterday.
Feels so good. You can go play kick football.
Nah. Hey, look, I ain't gonna push it. I'ma just enjoy the little relief it gives me to let me be able to do a little bit more.
Right. Yep. Yes, sir.
I'm hoping this physical therapy and the plan that they got work out.
Right.
Got other things that I got to deal with.
Right. How you looking on fuel? I'm about a dash above half.
Me too.
Okay. Well, we got about the same amount of fuel, so at some point we'll stop and top these birds off.
Because they sure like to fly.
And put them in the wind. I'm going to go to the right. I don't like being behind. I like to be able to see what's in front of me. That truck was blocking my view. Now he want to speed up. See what I'm talking about?
That's the way they are. I'm be honest with you, I think they be looking and then playing with their phones. Some of them try to take pictures. I done seen them riding along on the side, and then they drop back a little bit.
Bump.
Then they pull forward a little bit. And all along the way, they got a camera trying to take pictures, and you be praying that they don't run over you or run into somebody.
Right, trying to take a picture. Yep, I've seen them do that. Ooh, he hitchhiking. I hope he get to where he going.
Look like he resting. He got a routine then. It must not be his first rodeo.
I don't know where he going, but it look like he got a long way to go.
You know something funny? It was a time when you could hitchhike all across America. It was relatively safe. And the more it got out about the few unsafe hitchhiking travesties that happened, it looked like every time a fool hears something stupid, they want to go and do it.
Yep. Copycat.
Yeah, copycat
We're going to take it
criminals.
I'm going to take it left lane.
Wait till this white one passes.
Yeah,
I got it covered.
Yeah. Yeah, copycats. You're right about that, man.
Too bad you ain't got folks, as many folks trying to play copycat.
Doing something positive.
Do the good things.
Right. Exactly. Copy that.
Yep.
Got a red car coming up hard on your right.
Yeah, Volkswagen Beetle. It's clean too.
Yeah, I see.
You know, there's a car that I admire for what they tried to do. I wish they would have just made it as dependable as the original.
Right. The original was air cooled though, I think.
Yeah, it was air cooled.
Yep.
It was a flat twin air cooled engine.
Yep. Yeah, I think that was German or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had it like a BMW motor, but it's really, what's so funny, the Porsche used to have, Porsche Turbo had the same type of motor, only they had a turbo on it.
A lot of wind buffeting.
Back in the day at the drag strip, used to see people get those motors and hook them up like a Porsche motor. And them things might be so fast.
Go get it, huh?
I always been power to weight ratio, that's all. In racing, that's what wins.
Right.
Power to weight ratio, and just like the new Vets.
Right.
The new Vets power to weight ratio, the real kicker to them is that the rear engine and transmission and stuff, everything is in the back. So all your weight is on the tires, so they're launching real hard off the line. Their 60-foot time is so good that after they get going, heck, the old Vets catching hell trying to catch up because you run a quarter mile.
Right.
You done already got a big jump on it.
Yep. Woo, the heated pan's getting hot. You still there?
You see this truck right here? The little girl got a phone in her hand. He dropped back behind us. She was taking pictures, and then after she took the pictures, he shot past us. She was looking at the pictures.
Right, now he's going back to the right lane. At that speed, why don't you just stay in the left lane?
He want to hide. He playing peekaboo. He one of them peekaboo runners.
Then he gonna go up here, run up on somebody, then go back to the left. At that speed, just stay on over there.
Now, if you want to see him run, let somebody get in front of him that's running. He might run with him.
Right. Get right behind him, huh?
Mm-hmm. And he'll still be doing peekaboo because he want them to get caught for why he dropped back over in the traffic to try to make it look like he ain't doing nothing.
Right. But it is what it is. No hurry on our end. We making good time.
Man, for this to be my first ride for the year,
woo!
I am so glad to be able to get out here, enjoy it while it lasts.
I know. You're right about that, cause man, but we blessed to have good weather where we can kind of ride during the winter months. Cause some northern states, they shut it down.
Hey, that's what made me so happy about JD and Double D and them being able to jump in here.
Right.
And the rest of the guys, Joker.
Right.
God, Ivet.
Right.
Steven, all of them.
Yep. Prayer warriors.
And then get to see the next generation. Steven be switching up letting the kids come.
Yep.
They get to enjoy it. They see what we actually do.
Right.
Ride, fellowship, have good time, eat.
Uh-huh. Yep. That's what it's all about right there.
You see her light up when she said when Steven said that the next 4 rides were hers.
No, I didn't see it. She lit up like a light bulb. Huh?
She said she let us know. She said this one was supposed to have been mine anyway.
Right.
She said I get to ride. I always get to ride when it's cold because I'm tougher than he is.
That's what she said.
Yeah, she said I'm tougher than he is.
Yeah, she's smart.
She her daddy's ride or die.
Right. Uh-huh.
My kids was like that when they was young, man. They still, if I give them the opportunity,
uh-huh,
each and every last one of them will ride. The boys want to get on one of my other bikes and ride.
Right.
The oldest girl, if I let her ride the Goldilocks, she'll ride. But the rest of the girls, they'll get behind me. If I get Jay to ride something, they would ride with her.
Right. We'll be crossing that Tennessee River in a little while.
The one thing I taught my kids, though, is not to get on the bike with any and everybody.
Right. No, because everybody can't ride, man.
Nah.
Everybody don't need to be behind them.
Some folks, I taught them that people get on there and they don't have you in mind. They want to show out.
Right.
And they end up messing you up.
Right.
And possibly themselves.
Uh-huh. Yep, you're right about that. They don't have no respect, man. You got to respect these bikes. You got to respect these cars and the danger. It's a danger aspect of this. So you don't have respect for it. Yeah, you can easily get it caught up in a situation, you know.
Yeah. You know, I after I won that Willie contest over and going through West Memphis to Marion that time. That's when all the cats from New York and Chicago, the Rough Riders, and all those other clubs that had the stunt teams, when they came to Memphis for the Wild Boys party, and Shine and Big Dexter threw me under the bus for that event. Told those young guys they had an old cat on a 750. It out-told all of them, and they had 1000s and stuff, and they thought they was gonna be able to handle it. I guess the longest they could go was like a mile.
Right.
When I put Goldilocks up in there by the dog track and ran that curve and went up 55 and set it down on top of that bridge in Marion, it was about 4 miles, I guess. Ron Vale, he was the president of the Slab Riders. Him describing it to Jay, he told Jay that when I was going around the curve and came out the curve that I scared him because I was wiggling in the seat and the bike was waving in the air. Jay told him, said, well, when you see him wiggling over the seat, he's trying to scoot over to that left side.
Right.
So he can look down the side of the bike, see where he's going. But when you see him do that, once that bike, he stopped wiggling and the bike just goes straight, that's because he done got comfortable. Even when she told him, she said, even when I'm on there with him, that means I hold on tight because he's going to be up there for a while.
Right. But you're doing a wheelie on him?
Yeah. I rode that thing, man. The Arkansas State Troopers were sitting over there at the thing. They was about 4 or 5 deep. And they looked up and seen me. I seen them. It looked like they said, well, if this damn fool make it, we going to let him go. If he don't make it, we just have to go out there and block traffic and clean it up. I let it down on top of the bridge on on Highway 1, right over Marion, right in the center of Marion where you get off. On top of that bridge, I let it down.
Right.
The front tire hadn't turned in so long that it was like laying in an airplane.
Right.
It's just a big puff of smoke. I disappeared in the smoke. And Ronville said he didn't know if I had went down or not. When the smoke cleared, I was at the bottom of the hill, and Ronville was up at the top of the hill coming out the smoke. And I was looking backwards. I had my hand on the back of the seat looking backwards. What nobody knew is that when I set the front end down, I had it up so long and I didn't have a steering damper, so it gave me just a slight bit of head shake.
Right.
But somebody that's very cautious, been doing this stuff a long time, it actually scared the hell out of me, and I declared from then on I'd never put a bike on the rear wheel again.
Like to crap your pants, huh?
Well, didn't have time for that. But the fact of the matter is, heck, I guess I was 40 in my late 40s, early 50s.
Oh, at that time, bump.
And
nice
I was at the point. Just think about it. You don't want to go down at that age, because even if you get back up and be blessed that they put you back together again, take a long time to heal.
You ain't lying, because the older you get, the longer it takes to heal.
Exactly.
Go back to the right. Let this old car behind you up.
So, at that point, man, I knew my sports bike racing, Willie told the racing part. I know I still got that clutch hand and reaction time.
Right.
But it just ain't what I really want to do anymore.
Right. Yeah.
I had my day and I ain't got nothing to prove.
Hey, we're getting older. We've gotten older. All we can do now is just enjoy life, man. Nothing to prove. Let the young folks have it.
Yep.
That's how I see it. Still sharp in the mind, but your body be like,
Body tell you, look here. Even on any given day, don't care how perfect it is, something can go wrong. You are a human.
Right.
Something can go wrong. It's never totally in your control.
True.
Well, think about it. Vance and Hines. When Terry Vance went down with that rear tire wobble, high-speed rear tire wobble, he retired.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one. Well,
Yeah, he wrecked. Go back and check it back in the day.
Okay.
Pull it up, Terry Vance, high-speed drag race crash. Rear tire, I think the rear tire was low or something. He was slowing down. And it just got that high-speed wobble and he went down.
On a bike?
Yep. On pro stock racing. See, before the NHRA took over and took over motorcycle drag racing, they weren't interested in us at first. But like anything, when things start to change, you got to go get the next hot thing.
Right.
To stay alive.
Right.
And for NHRA to stay alive, they brought in pro stock motorcycle drag racing.
Right.
And when they did that, the IDBA went defunct. Drive time, that means they paying 29% interest.
Oh, is that what they mean? For drive time?
Yeah. That's why they can finance anybody, because you never get through paying the interest. Only way a car like that, you go to a place like that, is you got a lot of cash to pay enough down to, and then had a note where you can double up on it and throw $1,000 at it every 6 months or so, and go and get it paid for.
Right.
Because that high interest will tear you up.
Man, tell me about it.
That's why I set my kids up with the credit union.
Right. Get them a 1.9 or.
Yep. You try to teach them. You know, sometimes kids hard-headed and they go and see it's easy to get something. It might be easy to get, but hard to pay for.
Brake check up here. Yep, that's true. Just because you can get it, you know, don't mean you can keep it. And just because you get it don't mean they give you the best rate.
But I tell you one thing, a hard-headed lesson sometimes is one of the best lessons.
Yep.
Because once they get out of that, they don't want it no more.
I bought some. I rented.
They go back with what they was taught. See, kids act like parents. They not like we were when we growing up. We listened to our parents and we recognized that they was young once and they learned the lessons they learned. They trying to save us from hard times. Now, if we step outside of what they taught us without doing our due diligence and studying and learning more about what we're doing, then we on our own.
Right.
On your own ain't always a good place to be.
Exactly.
My kids posted on Facebook saying that I couldn't wait till I was grown was the dumbest thing I ever said.
Now they realize it, huh?
Yeah. See, it's easy to want to be grown with somebody else paying the house note, the light bill, buying the groceries, paying the water bill, you know, all that stuff. When somebody got you covered, and all you got to do is what they tell you and obey the rules of the house. Right. Oh, it's easy to do that.
Right. But when they got to start forking out the dollars.
I told my kids when they was young, I said, my best advice to y'all is to take advantage of this situation, try to leave home right. Do what I tell you. I'm going to give you some directions about starting work, saving your money, where you can start your own business, or just when you decide to get out, you ain't getting out scratching.
Right.
You got a little bank account to work with.
Right.
That way you leave home right. If you ever fall on hard times, let you come back for a minute. As long as you know it's just for a minute.
Right.
You know, as a family, we're going to do what we got to do.
Yep.
Except for my grandson's case, Pootie done already told us, said if I move out of town, he going. I said, boy, you got your mama and the rest of your siblings. They can stay with my mama.
Right.
I've been with y'all all the time. I ain't trying to give up my spot. That boy funny. 11 years old.
Sound like he's smart.
Principals list. And what's that other citizenship? Every 6 weeks, make his old granddaddy proud.
That's good.
But that's all my grandkids doing good in school. I'm glad of that.
How many grandkids
Christian
you got?
May down the road, principals list. Creed doing excellent. The rest of them can't wait to go to school.
Right. Was it Godspeed? It's your first ride of the year, huh?
Yeah, first ride of the year.
First trip of the year. That's kind of what I like about the other bike. It takes miles off this bike, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The only place I've been in 2021 was to Myrtle Beach. I don't know. I think I went to Daytona too. It's the biggest. This ride here was the biggest. It was supposed to be just going up there to Missouri.
Right.
Ended up being the biggest ride of the year for me.
Right. Right. Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Illinois, back to Tennessee.
Yep.
A 5-state ride, ain't it? Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Illinois, back to Tennessee. That's really 6. Well, 5.
Uh-huh.
5, but 6.
Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri,
3,
Illinois,
4,
Kentucky,
5,
and back to Tennessee.
6. Well,
yeah. It's considered a 5 with a 6 state, with one state twice.
right.
Came in, it was left out on the west side and came in on the east side.
Right. Yep. Still a pretty good run, though.
Over 500 miles.
Go wing, like, I don't know when the last time I've been ridden like this.
Well, it was perfect for all the Caliente family that came from out of town. I mean, think about it. This ride ended up being perfect for Double D to come out of Kansas City, JD them to come out of Chicago, Joker, Ivette, Pennsylvania,
Right.
Stephen, West Virginia.
Right.
We covered a pretty big chunk.
Jason and a little bit, and JC coming out of
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah. And then the guy on the BMW Adventure,
Oh,
he came out of Arkansas. Him and the girl on the
that was Jason. That was Jason.
yeah.
I'm going back to the left. Yeah, he was on adventure. Yep.
So for this time of year, that was a really big turnout.
Right.
Those folks drove all those miles just to do a 200-mile trip.
Right. Yep. Over 1,000
A one-day event.
Yep.
So we gotta, Lord bless me to keep it together. We gotta return that favor.
Exactly. Yep. Once we hit straights, I'm gonna go past this truck.
That horse.
Yeah.
I had to look because I thought it was a mule at first. But I see that ain't no cheap horse either.
It ain't.
Nah.
I'm gonna get on past.
See that golden color on it?
Yeah.
Trigger was a Palomino.
Definitely.
Roy Rogers' horse.
Uh-huh.
He was a Palomino.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Matter of fact, he was bred right here in Tennessee.
Okay. A little bit of history.
When you start doing research on stuff you grew up with and was famous, stuff was famous.
Right.
And only to find out it was right here. All of it came out of Tennessee.
Yep.
I never in my wildest dreams until I read it would have believed that Trigger was born and bred right here in Tennessee.
Great state of Tennessee. I think I might start doing that in my trailer. Just put me a night bag in there. Because you never know when something may pop up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, just a little a one-night bag.
Change your clothes.
Yeah, just a little change of clothes. Just I had pretty much everything with me, Godspeed, for the most part. I just didn't have a toothbrush and toothpaste. And,
well, we went checked at the desk, and they gave us
complimentary
care package, toothpaste, toothbrush, and deodorant.
Yep.
The robes had lotion and stuff in them, you know.
Like somebody messed up here, Godspeed. You gotta, they'll start brake checking.
They had refrigerators. We had refrigerators in. Ooh, that was bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody messed up here, man. Somebody still sitting in the car too.
Yeah, they rode.
You gotta be careful, man.
Yeah, they rode that car. They blessed.
Yep.
I don't know if they went to sleep or tie blew out or what.
Right.
But they rode that car over in that ditch.
Yep.
And it end up landing, and they sitting there moving around. They must have the seatbelts on.
Yep. Thank God.
God good all the time.
Yep. I'm gonna take this right lane up here because they brake checking, man. Just take this little rough patch right here. They brake checking up here, John.
Yeah. What's so bad about it? Get back over to the left, cause if you get a chance, cause ain't nothing in front of him for a while.
Okay. Well, we good. I think we good right here, John.
All right.
We good right here for a minute.
Yes, these folks either they praying and thanking God that they still good, or they just looking at the rest of the folks wondering how long the line gonna be.
Man, ooh, I'm glad we ain't on that side, man.
Glad we going the right way.
You ain't lying, man.
Fence is open. East is backed up.
Backed up like a Mexican house. Now, at some point, we can, let's see. They still brake checking up here, man.
Mm-hmm.
They go on. That's what.
Well, they brake checking it. I guarantee you, somebody up there.
They brake checking.
Trying to, from the other side, probably a thing up there.
Let's go left, John. Let's go left.
Oh, these tractor trailers done got them bagged up back there.
Yeah, I don't know what this side backing up for. There's nothing wrong over here. Go on. Stop looking. Thank God we ain't on that side.
Mm-hmm. I bet you it's nice living up here in these hills off the expressway where it's nice and quiet. Put you some things out around your perimeter so if anybody try to come towards your house, you know.
Right, some sensors. Come on, white truck, just go. You can change lanes and get on up there, but you want to hang back in the right lane.
Yeah, I can sit right here. Sit right here and keep on rolling. Till we get ready to go get some of that fuel.
Yep. We'll be crossing the Tennessee River in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We
can get it before we can get on the other side. We got plenty of fuel. These things do pretty good.
Yeah, we got plenty of fuel to at least get on. I'm going to go on speed on up a little bit because I don't like the way this white truck is hanging back. Now they
like he trying to figure it out.
Right.
Did all that hustling to get up there.
But they're trying to figure it out, huh?
Just like these folks in front of us. Now, they done jumped over here, didn't want to be behind that camper, but they won't go past and go about their business.
Right. Hey, John, how many dashes are you to eat? Is it like...
I'm a dash and a half from E.
Okay.
I was two dashes. I just dropped under the second dash.
Okay. The very next gas station, I'll stop. Whatever it is. So these folks up here, man, they see there's nothing up there. Look, if you look, there's nothing up there.
Mm-hmm.
You just got somebody up there that's just...
Nobody, look at them. Nobody wants to stay in that right lane, but they don't want to go no faster.
Right.
I don't get it.
Yep.
I know that New Gold Wing got a smaller tank, but how far can you go on a tank of fuel on it?
Every time I fill it up, it said 183.
Almost 200.
Yeah, but now Philip told me, he said, as the bike break in, those numbers will go up. Cause when they fill theirs up, theirs was showing a lot more. Now keep in mind, I'm pulling a trailer too, so.
Yeah, you gotta let them cylinders cut and seat. And the only way to do that is put the miles on and turn it up a little bit.
Yep. Yep. Like I said, I may start just packing me a little, one night bag. That way, because, anything happens.
Yeah, play it safe. If you do a bag big enough for one night, you just will do a safe bag and say 2, maybe 3 nights. Yep. 3 pair of pants, changes of underwear, socks.
Right.
Deodorant, toothbrush, and extra pair of shoes. You see how I switch lane. You see how I switch it up on them?
Right.
On them shoes.
Right. Yeah, I got a pair of tennis shoes in my trailer.
Yeah, what I really wanted was a pair of my boots.
Right. Yeah, because sometimes when you wearing your boots on the bike, when you get off the bike, you may want to slip the boots off and put on your comfortable tennis, or your slip-ons or whatever, and then when you're ready to ride, put back on your boots. I almost did that last night, but I knew we weren't going to be there long, so other than that, I would have brought my tennis shoes in. Like I said, I had a few things in the trailer. I didn't have everything I needed, but...
Yeah. These tennis shoes I got, I got the
left lane.
I got the pullover and the Gold Wing pullover and tennis shoes to match. Got a blue set and a black set.
Oh, okay.
So this is the first time I wore the black set.
Right. Okay. Where you got them from? Off the Facebook thing?
Bottom offline.
Okay.
Seen it online and liked it and said, okay, I'm going to take a chance.
Took a while to get them, or they came pretty quick?
Huh?
They came pretty quick?
Yeah.
How's my trailer pulling? How's it tracking?
Oh, it's tracking good.
All right, good deal.
I'm going to tell you something I noticed about those trailers. I looked at them and I thought about it.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why they track so good is because they got the axles all the way almost to the rear.
Right.
So that you can't put weight past the center of gravity. It's either the heaviest weight you put on the axle, and the rest of it is toward the front, which makes it track good. What I did Jay did, she did it while I was fixing the fenders and the lights.
Uh-huh.
She took the jack and put it back up to the front toward the center over the axles.
Right.
And put the lighter stuff that we had in the back. So now, I don't care what I do.